Yeah. Philly streets got a story to tell. Golden sun breaks the Liberty Bell. From the Trattoria to the stoop outside, feel good vibes in the city's pride.
Fuji's Philly flair, oh, it's everywhere. Good news flying like hands in the air. Hip hop grooves with a twist, so rare. Fuji's Philly flair, we're living the care.
Welcome everybody tonight. Another episode of Fuji's Philly Flair. Happy Friday Eve to those counting the days. Tonight I want to welcome singer, entertainer, suicide awareness advocate Angela Cottone and the Storm hip hop artist, colleague of Angela. Angela and the Storm, welcome. How are you tonight?
How is everybody?
Good. How are you?
Doing
Like
good.
to welcome,
Hi, everybody.
like to welcome you both. Angela, like to welcome you back on. I know we did a suicide prevention show with Shirley Hale Ringo, Mama Ringo a couple months ago. How's everybody doing tonight?
Yep. Thank you so much. Good. Thanks for having me back. I'm glad my friend Larry and my friend The Storm could come with us and be on the show tonight.
Larry,
how's everybody doing?
The Storm.
Do
you prefer The Storm or Larry? You tell me.
No, people really know me by both, but for performance purposes, I usually go by The Storm, or y'all can find me at The Storm One Music everywhere on all platforms and stuff, you know.
For everybody just tuning in, for both of you, I just wanted to, for the people tuning in, how would you describe who you are and what do you do?
Ladies first.
Ange.
Okay. So I'm Ange Cottone, Ange Cottone Music. I have, I'm a mom first, I guess. But yeah, I'm a singer, songwriter, entertainer, all kinds of stuff. I got into the mental health awareness stuff, and that's what I'm working on now, along with the music. And I got into that due to losing my son, unfortunately, to suicide. It was always our goal to help other people. And now I've made it my mission in life to follow out that mission that my son and I had to help other people that have mental health awareness issues and struggle, with, life and everything, and just finding ways to help other people. So, I just try to incorporate that in my everyday life. So that's what I do. And with The Storm, we have kind of joined together, and we've made this wonderful friendship through celebrity boxing, part of my entertainment life, and we're working on this together now, and it's such a blessing. And I love working with him. He's such a good friend of mine. Go ahead, Larry, your turn.
All right. Hello, everybody. I'm known as The Storm. You can find my music and my videos at DA Storm One Music on all platforms, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere. I got back into making music. I was out in like I said, mid to late '90s with a group called RBI in early Philly. We would play the mixtape circuit. Was pretty big on the underground, and I took a break, took a little hiatus for about, I'll say, like 20 or so years. I had 4 wonderful boys, raised a family, had that experience, that wonderful life experience. With my kids grown, I wanted to find a healthy way to, go into my middle age years. So I started doing the music kick again. Just started writing at first, to be honest with you. I was doing a couple projects writing for some artists, and a good friend of mine coaxed me to jump back in. And right now, we form a pretty good team. He does most of my production. I like to give a shout out to Global Creation Music. They do most of my production, and we teamed up and decided to kind of make a different brand of music because a lot of the music that was out didn't have the type of message that we were looking for. And like I said, I have young men that I'm raising, so I wanted to send a positive message through good music, and that's how I got connected with celebrity boxing and Damon Feldman. Shout out to Damon. Shout out to all our celebrity boxing family. We got a lot of love for them. We've all really become so much
Shout out. We
more
love you
like
guys.
family, Mike. To be honest, it's a great thing. A lot of people I perform with, we still associate with each other and support each other.
Nice.
So, like I said, I was lucky to meet a lot of people that I met. I performed in so many places in Philly. And when I got a chance to meet Angela and we started working on this project, she actually helped me a lot, like going through things with raising my boys and understanding a lot of the troubles that young men go through that they don't really get heard a lot, you know what I'm saying, Mike? And they don't really get understood. And through her things that she went through with Vincent and right now the things that she's going through raising a son, I really found a lot of inspiration, a lot of help with my personal struggles going through that. And even me as a man, not feeling heard a lot of times, you know what I'm saying? Having somebody who championed that cause really spoke out to me. So that's why we had such a great working relationship. And she had a chance to the song that we did, Hold On, became my mom's favorite song.
Nice.
Angela and my mom got to be close to that. Tragically, this last year, she listened to the song. She was battling cancer. We lost her in March, and Angela and her came pretty close. And our song was one of her favorite songs. So that created an unbreakable bond with me and Angela, and that made us decide to write the song Cadillacs. And her son Vincent is actually featured on the song, which was such an achievement and accomplishment. So I'm blessed to have this lady in my life and to help me exalt my music and spread the message this way. It's just like I'm just so again, not to keep using the word blessed, but that's the best word that I can use to describe our relationship and having a chance to put the word out and spread it this way.
Hey, there's nothing wrong using the word blessed because, it's, every day, just to be, just to wake up is a blessing. And God forbid, some folks are unfortunate not to. And
that's right.
Now, and you are from the Philly area, and Larry, you are from the Philly area as well, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Now, for everybody out there, the Storm is an activist for men's mental health awareness.
Absolutely.
Now, I wanted to touch on, just if you can both get into how you collaborated. I know you mentioned Damon Feldman, celebrity boxing. For those that don't know, you kind of cross paths that way. If you could dive into a little bit of, how you got to this point of, the collaboration of meeting.
Okay. Yeah. So I had spoke to Damon, and just like you said, the Storm, like, thank you for Damon. I mean, he's been through his own struggles, a lot of us have, and, he's fought his own battles, and we are so proud of him. Damon, we love you. We love celebrity boxing. We love our family. It really, that family has really helped a lot of us. A lot of the fighters have been coping with a lot of things. Not everybody's life, is just a walk in the park. So, good luck to him with everything. And I love him. But yeah, so he had called me to fight in a match, and I said, absolutely. And, I was like, I'll do it. I really just want to do it for a cause. I want to do it for mental health awareness, men's mental health. And he's like, absolutely. He was on board because, like I said, celebrity boxing, they represent that. That's, their thing, and they do a lot for that cause and stuff. Right. So he was like, yeah, absolutely. So, with going through all that, we had the press conference, and I had met the Storm there, and immediately, I mean, what do we like, big hugs it out. I think the first second I met you, you were so sweet. And So we started talking, and we figured out we had like the music stuff in common and stuff. And we just created such a bond over this. And he had reached out to me and stuff about his own struggles and all. And we ended up, just deciding to collaborate. He had stuff on his end, I had stuff on my end, and everything just worked out together, and we formed this wonderful friendship and this wonderful mission that we both want to carry out. And I love that he's such a wonderful father. I've talked to this man like hours at night, and like literally FaceTimes, and like, you're such a good father. You care about your children, and it's just so nice to see that, that you care, that, no matter what you're fighting through, like, the loss of your mother. I'm so sorry. She was such a beautiful woman.
Thank you for
I
that.
felt so blessed to have like met her, and like, she was just so sweet about the song. I was so happy that she loved the song. That made it makes my life. And every time I hear the song, I think about her, and I'm like, oh, she loved that song so much, So, it's that's how we met. And we really, and even till this day, we have things that we are going to work on. Even though I'm not like in the area, we've already talked about, life gets a little busy, but we have talked about like, connecting again and working on something else. And we're not going to, stop this fight to help other people.
That's right.
We know what the struggle is. And, it's just, it's hard for people in general, but it is hard for men too. And it's hard for them to be able to express what they're going through and have somebody understand. And I feel like sometimes, people are just so nonchalant about like, oh, get your feelings in check, like, what's wrong with you?
Man up or be tough or
like man up, like, okay, but like, sometimes it's okay for a man to cry, so so anyway, this has just been such a blessing, the Storm and I working together. And I feel that I feel that like we had met for a reason. And I feel like, we're on this mission, and that, if we just help save one person a day, like that makes my heart full.
There you go.
Hope,
there you go.
So go ahead, Larry, or the Storm, you can take over.
No. I definitely want to back up what Angela said. No. Because I like I said, I got back into making music to, to actually make a difference and spread a message. And the fact that we are, you can think that you're touching people and feel like you're touching people on a bigger level, from a 30,000-foot level, but to be around people that you're actually in real life, in real time, knowing that you're making a difference with, knowing that they're hearing your message, us teaming up with Movember, us actually, me getting a message from a lot of men, like Angela said, that they're glad that somebody actually hears them, and me as being a man and in the role of an artist or entertainer or whatever. A lot of times when we're in this professional level, people look at us as if we have to be a certain type of emotionless person. Like we have to put on a certain type of air or a certain type of outside machismo. You understand what I'm saying, Mike? So
exactly.
I didn't want to have to carry that. I felt like putting my vulnerabilities out, saying how I felt, even with the song "Hold On" that me and Angela made. I have a verse in there where she just like the way I do the verses, like I'm going through a struggle, and she comes in to support me and to carry me through. So being able to make a musical version of that conversation, or needing help as a man, and being able to speak out and feeling confident about it, and having people respond the way they did, it means a lot to me, because I know a lot of us, society makes us feel like it's not manly to speak out, like we shouldn't be doing that. So I was just thankful for the opportunity to have the platform and use it like to send this message.
Well, I think it's, today it's, suicide awareness, suicide prevention awareness, and especially mental health. It's especially for men. It's not, we're always, put on this platform to be macho, tough, but men have emotions, just like women do, and it's, being a man today is, it's, I believe, Ange, we had this conversation when you were on last time. Like, the world wasn't as fast paced 20, 25 years ago. Social media, just everyday life is just, go, go,
Yep.
go. From the
Yep.
time you get up, you have kids, you got to get them off to school, sports, any activity. Folks like us going to work, paying bills, and everybody. It's just life is
Mm-hmm.
just a rat race and fast paced, and we get under the gun. Everybody's stressed out, especially the holidays. My condolences to you, Larry, for you losing your mother. I can relate.
Thank you.
I
Thank you. I
just lost.
appreciate you, brother.
I just lost my mom 2 years ago suddenly to sepsis, and it
Sorry
was.
for your loss. Sorry
Thank
for your
you.
loss,
And
brother.
you don't realize you lose someone and how much your life changes.
Yep, absolutely.
And it's just whether for anybody, man or woman, it's just it's like a lot of pressures today, and dealing with the mental health, the mental health, the mental mental health awareness side of it is just it's fragile, and you never know what people are going through today.
Absolutely.
Any time of day, people may snap at somebody and they don't mean to. It's just it takes your emotions over, and
Absolutely.
I can fully relate because we all go through it one time or another. And if there's anybody out there that don't say they don't deal with it, you're lying, because
Right.
You're
lying to themselves more than anything,
right. And to seek therapy is the best. I mean, I've done it since my mom passed, and it's helped me a lot, because when I lost my mom, I was lashing out, in work. I didn't want to be around people. And honestly, I still get that way, because you think of a loved one you lost, and then you just get choked up out of nowhere.
Absolutely.
And we can all relate. And you an advocate of suicide awareness. You lost your son. Sorry for your loss, and just how you dealt with that, and how you're still dealing with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a everyday like uphill battle. It's like and I post a lot about it, because there's a lot of emotions that go through a day. There's everybody's, oh, you seem like you're doing so fine. I'm like, well, yeah, that's not, you're not seeing me at home in my room breaking down crying, or because I'm not going to put that on Facebook or Instagram. But there's those moments constantly, and it's just just like my own mental health. I have to keep it in check. I'm like, okay, what would your son, this is how I live my life, what would your son tell you to do, Angela? What would he want you to do in this situation? And that's what I tell myself. I'm like, I think of him sitting next to me, hugging me, saying, Mom, it's okay. You got this, like Stefan needs you, my younger son. So those are the things that keep me going. I actually have to like feel him in my presence to like keep going, and that's like my everyday life. And then, there's times when I'm happy, and I'm, obviously I'm human. We still enjoy things and stuff. And then sometimes, a natural emotion is to like feel bad for being happy. I'm like, oh my God, how can I laugh? How can I smile? How dare I? You know what I mean? But I'm like, but if I talk to my son right now, he would say to me, Mom, I want you to smile. I love your smile. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he loved that I was such a strong woman. Like, that's what made him so happy, that I was his mom. So in those like low moments, these are the things that go through my head. and that's what keeps me going, because I can't sit here and say, oh, I'm like mental health free. Like I never have issues like that. No, I lost my baby, my firstborn, you know? So yeah, every moment is a struggle. It's like such a roller coaster of emotions. But that's how I keep myself going, is I just know that he would be very upset or sad if I didn't keep going. And I know that he's comfortable, he's in a better place, he's looking down on us, he's with us always, and that's just, how I live my life. So, yeah.
The storm. Can you touch on? You lost your mom in March. Like like I said, you don't know until you lose a loved one. It just does change your whole outlook on life.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I thought, like because we went through the whole, she went through a battle with cancer, and I was going to chemo with her, and I kind of thought because I was, I knew the nature of what was going on, that it wouldn't, be as hurt as bad, but it's still, it still hurts. Somebody throws a brick at you, you see it coming, it's still gonna hurt when it hits you. And like it happened on like a significant day. It was my son's 19th birthday, so I was dealing with his emotions through it. It was just really impactful. But one thing I want to definitely say to everybody is I kind of struggle with reaching out. So I want people, and that's kind of what the song "Hold On" is. And I had to listen to myself in that aspect. That when I feel really low, sometimes I have a thing where I work through it. I'll try to not show it, and sometimes it's almost I'll say subconsciously. But when I catch myself and when I really feel down, like I have friends I can call Angela anytime. I text her. I've texted her
Nice.
recently and say, "Yo, I'm having a bad day," just to make sure that I put it out. I don't bury it. I make sure that I wear it on my sleeve, and I make sure that I reach out to my support system and the people that love me, and I let them support me. I don't shut myself off. So that's a big thing, I think. And again, we're talking about specifically all mental health is important, but this show is really about like our platform is really men's mental health, because, like I said, a lot of us are preconditioned with our with the way that we think that we should act, or the way the society tells us that we should be, that we're even afraid to reach out for to the people that we love and care about, because we don't know what they would think of us, and things like that. So I just want to always definitely stress reaching out when we feel down and when we feel like we need help. And that doesn't make us weak, that doesn't make us soft, that actually makes you strong. That's the strongest thing that we can do as men and as fathers and as providers and as sons, to reach out to the people that love us, because they want to help us, but we just have to get over our own self and our own ego, and get the help that's there for us.
Right.
I believe.
Without a doubt. And you sent me the song that you and the Storm did, and I'd like to play it for everybody,
Sure.
checking in.
All right.
I've been going through hell. Sometimes I'm doing good, others not that well. But I'm staying on this road, cause I feel your soul wrapped around my heart when the world gets cold. And that's where I get my strength to keep moving on. Even when my cup is full and everything feels wrong.
Cause I've been going through hell. I'm on the right road. Really
I can't tell. Hearing your voice, missing your touch. Take a ride in the caddy when it gets too much. Step on the gas, I turn the radio up. Take all of my pain, I pour it into a cup. And if it gets too full, I know what I gotta do. Just hit the highway when I wanna think of you. Cause I'm
Riding Cadillac through the ATL, trying to make it to heaven. Going through hell. Nobody knows my pain. My cup is full. Trying to make it to heaven. You know I miss you like crazy. Wanna go back in time, relive all our moments. Why can't life rewind? Know exactly what I would change to keep you safe, fix mistakes I made, to give you the life I know you deserve, and not one that was so disturbed. You know I tried, cherish the laughs, dry the tears from your eyes when you cried. Most painful part, I couldn't say goodbye. I live with that pain and ask how why. I know he's got you, your mind's at ease, no one can hurt you now, and you're at peace. I know he's got you, your mind's at ease, no one can hurt you now, and you're at peace. Riding Cadillac through the ATL, trying to make it to heaven. Going through hell. Nobody knows my pain. My cup is full. Trying to make it to heaven. Going through hell.
All right.
Just a touching song. When you, how long ago did you both record this song?
I think it was like June, right, Angela? June or July?
Yeah,
Was it
this one
July?
wasn't that long ago. Yeah, I think it was
Oh,
right.
so-
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think it was right.
Yep, we just recorded this
Yeah.
summer at Raysac Studio. Shout out to Caesar at RASCAC Studios and Global Creation Music for making the beat. Because they really we had a great support team. Angela had an
Yes.
idea. We didn't know what would work. That's Vincent on the hook on Rested Soul. Sounded so beautiful, and he gave us the inspiration for that song, Mike. You know, so he was with us, and my mom was with us when we wrote that. So that song is definitely dedicated to them. It was just a miracle that it came together the way it did.
Yeah.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, just Nance, did you both collaborate on the lyrics and the
Yeah.
rhyme?
So the as you heard, Vincent was singing the chorus to the song.
Right.
Years ago, so to help with his mental health issues, you know, he always wrote music just like I did. He wrote lyrics and songs and stuff, and you know, I would tell him to, you know, write it down, make a song out of it. That I feel like getting it out, you know, helps, and it did a lot for him. And so he would send me videos of him just, you know, singing like a new song he was creating or whatever. So not long before he had passed, he had sent me a clip of him singing this chorus.
Mhm.
And, you know, for a while after he passed, I was like, wow, I feel like I should finish this for him. Like, I'm like, I don't know how I would even like go about doing this. And it was literally like a phone recording. And I, you know, I hit Larry up, or the Storm, I'm sorry. And I'm like, we're friends, so I'm used to calling you that.
Right.
So anyway, I was like, you know, I just felt like I really needed to finish this piece for him. And I felt like, you know, because it was important to both of us all the time to do music and stuff. And I know that these pieces that he was sending me were him reaching out. And so anyway, the Storm and I sat and I was like, listen, I have this chorus. I'm like, I don't know if we can do anything with this, but please, let's try to like do something. And he's just been so good with everything. Thank God, you know, all these studio people and people that make magic music. I'm just like, I don't even know where to go with that. And so I sent him the clip, and I was like, let's just let's just, since we're doing this whole mental health thing, let's like create a song around it and let's finish his song and help other people with this one also. And he's like, oh, great idea. He was like right on board, all right, this is awesome. This is our mission. So we're, now we're like phone calls all the time and trying to figure out how to do this. And his people, like really, we found a track that we liked, right? That we like mostly matched it up to. And yes, Caesar, I mean, like made it sound like Vincent was in the studio with us. Like you would have thought he was there. And it was, it meant so much to me to know that my son was probably up there like thank you for getting this out, like this is what he wanted. He always wanted to help people and he was trying to do it through music, and now we're able to follow that through for him. And so we just we both wrote parts of the song and we put it all together, and that was that.
I have some comments coming in there. Hair Fairy Magic just showing some love from YouTube. Thank you for checking in.
All right.
Colleague of mine on Cole County Entertainment, Anthony Robish, checking in, asking, can we put the song on all streaming platforms?
The song is available on all streaming platforms, YouTube, Apple Music, everywhere. Tidal, Spotify, everywhere.
Also, Anthony asking, can we buy the song on all
you can buy it on Apple iTunes.
Okay. Now, Ange in the Storm, did you ever think about maybe collaborating on an album, an EP, or anything going forward? Maybe proceeds going to suicide awareness or, mental health awareness?
Yeah, we definitely have a couple things in the works that we've been talking about. In the summer, since she moved down to Florida, I'm about to get down there and catch some sun and maybe work on a project with her down there. But we have a few things in the works to keep pushing the narrative and getting the word out as soon as we can, to be honest with you.
Nice. I was going to, get back.
And our song "Hold On." I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just wanted to say, "Hold On" is all the proceeds from that, they go to Movember Men's Mental Health Awareness. So
nice.
Yes. So any time that's bought or streamed, you know better, the Storm, how we set it up, but all the proceeds from that song, every time it's hit or whatever, goes to Movember.
Yep.
Okay. I was going to say, we really didn't get into the collaboration. Well, you did, as far as the, Damon Feldman being involved. And can you touch on a little bit of how you just crossed paths at Celebrity Boxing?
Yeah, I actually performed at the Celebrity Boxing before the year before Angela did the exhibition, and they invited me back as a VIP guest. And during her exhibition, and that's when we just met at the press conference, and from there, we hit it off.
Now, Ange, how many fights did you do under Celebrity Boxing with Damon Feldman?
So I did 2 fights. The first one was against Tan Mom, and I was interviewed on Howard Stern, and that was for that fight. Yeah, it was a very interesting time. She was quite unique.
Right.
Good woman though, nice woman. But I beat her butt. So, but yeah, so I did that match, and that was, it was a good time and pretty crazy. And I had known Damon for a little bit before that and stuff. Right. And then he had asked me, I had a YouTube hit out for a little bit, and he's like, hey, do you want to fight Tamam and go on Howard Stern? And I'm like, absolutely, so we did that whole thing. And I'm like, who tans their children? But so I did that. And then, like I said, the second fight, he had called me up since he knew I had already been on and stuff. And, he asked me to fight again. And like I said, at that point, I had then lost my son. In between, Damon and I are friends. I think of him as
Right.
family also. I've worked on other stuff with him. I was a co-host on the talk show Promoter. I've interviewed people with him. I've done a couple of different other events with him. He would, ask me to like do things for, which is fine. I love working with him. I will always work with him, whatever he needs me for. And so then I did the second match. And like I said, when he asked me to do that, when I said I wanted to do it for a cause, and they were so supportive. We made the whole thing about men's mental health and suicide awareness and stuff. And I mean, even all of the fighters, like everybody that's part of celebrity boxing, because we also have like a lot of like our regular fighters that fight like in a lot, like in all the matches and stuff. So,
Right.
like I said, everybody's been through stuff, and everybody was so supportive and just so like there for us. And like, so it's just such a family oriented thing, and a good crew. And it was just a very emotional night. We did it was so nice. Damon and Mark, they did the 10 bell count for, Ethan, my friend's son, who also passed away of suicide, and Vincent, and they did the
Right.
10 bell count, the moment of silence in the ring. And that really meant a lot to us.
I believe you sent me that video. Now
I think I did. Yeah.
I'm trying
I was
to.
trying to give you all the like parts
I-
of like what went on. Yeah.
I do have them here, and I'm trying to think. Is it the 2-minute one? Well, wait. Let me see if I can pull this and play it for
Okay.
everyone.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh wait, hold on 1 minute. No, you know what? I got videos from other shows. I just want to make sure I'm playing the right video.
Right.
Let me see if this is it. It might be, because I think Damon was in the ring.
Yeah, he was.
Angela Cottone.
CEO David Feldman. This fight was an exhibition for mental health awareness. Let's give it up for these two warriors. They are both winners.
Now, when did this fight take place for the celebrity boxing?
Ooh, okay. I'm not, you make my brain go back. That one was
no big deal.
It was like a year and a half ago, I guess. Yeah, I want to say like a year and a half ago. Yeah.
Now, was this was in Philly or Atlantic City or Vegas?
This one was in Atlantic City at the Showboat. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you were raising, so all the proceeds went to suicide awareness / mental health. Okay.
Yep. We also sent to Movember for that one. Yep. Men's mental health and stuff. And Pound Cake, who I thought also was in there for the cause, and I really appreciate her for getting in the ring with me and doing this for the cause. I know that she had mentioned, I think it might have been her grandfather that she was fighting for, but you know, she had some other personal connections to the cause, and you know, I love that, you know, we were able to get in there and do that and hopefully make a difference, you know.
Right. I know we got a couple comments coming in. At Danny Paris 2484, Angela, you did great tonight. I'm so proud of you. You know, I've been through it. I'm so glad Dad bought you my new book. It will help you out so much. Be on 92.1 January 26th at 7 p.m. Love you.
Thanks, Danny. Thank you. We'll be looking out for your book. Thank you for supporting me and everything in the cause.
And Anthony Robus checking in saying Angela with fists of fury.
Thanks, Anthony. I tried.
Hell, the other, maybe it was the other one you were talking about, the when they did the hit the bell 10 times.
Yeah, I had sent you just a couple. Yeah, I think that one was the other video. So
I'm trying to, I know I got 2 left here. Well, technically 3, but
let me see if I could tell by.
No, what I think it is the 2-minute and 49-second one, because I know the other one looks like it was with Pound Cake as well.
I think we're all standing there holding hands in the video.
Let me see if I could roll it. Unless you want to just double check, just to show her.
Let's see. I think it is.
But then you got the 26-second one where you beat the what was the first lady's name?
Tan Mom. Yeah. All right. So this one is I think it's the video where we're holding our hands up in the very beginning, the picture.
Let me see if it is. Because
the
first two
in the front.
Let me see if this is it.
Guys, gotta back up. Get to your seats, all right? Gotta get to your seats.
Well, let's hold off there.
Yeah. Hold on, let me see if it's this one.
Well, that was the first fight you had.
Yeah. Oh, this one is us speaking. All right, so the one is us speaking. I wonder if I even was able to get you the one where we were doing the.
As I know the four of them I did upload, because I got the 26-second, but I know that was the first fight. And I know you whipped some ass in that fight. The first time.
Yeah. That one goes definitely. Let's see.
And what's it? I mean, what's it like training? For these celebrity boxing matches? Like it's.
So it was probably um some of the best training, I think. And I've done fitness my whole life. I was a personal
Right.
trainer. I worked in a gym all through college. I taught
Mhm.
aerobics and I taught kickboxing. And I've always been, even like growing up, we had the big, boxing thing in my house. And,
Right.
um, my dad just always raised me that way.
Hmm.
So what you call it, I trained with Alex Barbosa for my first match. And that was great. He was a pro boxer, and he killed me, to the point where I
Right.
was like on the treadmill, and like, you know, if I dropped my hands, I was getting a noodle across the head. So
Right.
um they definitely didn't take it easy on me, and I'm glad, because it was something, like I said, the best training I ever
Hmm.
had. I really enjoyed it, honestly. Like I always say, like, had I had started this like younger, I probably would have done it. I probably would have gone into like boxing had I known I was gonna like love it so much. But I always loved growing up hitting the bag and stuff like that. I was always into like that stuff. So, and then this second time I trained, I was at Straight Jab in Passaic, New Jersey,
Okay.
which was pretty crazy. It was a very good gym. My coach was awesome. And same thing, it was like no joke. Like, they were, I was learning everything, like ducking and jabbing and blocking, and to the point where you're just sweating to death and
Right.
you're like, am I going to die on the mat, or am I going to make it through this? um, but again, I love it. I'm like that kind of adrenaline junkie
Hmm.
where
Right.
like getting that out makes me feel better. So I appreciated everything. Diego was my trainer there, and he was fabulous. He trained who was a Arturo Gotti or
Right.
whatever. And he was amazing, and just good coaches, and like really supportive of me too, and supportive of the cause.
Hmm.
Everybody was so like, go get her hand, and like just very like supportive of everything. And I love that. And it really helped me. Even the other boxers there that were training, like they, they were coming up, and they were
Right.
all excited about it. And um but it was hard, and I like that it was hard, because when you get in the ring,
Hmm.
um whether you're an actual pro boxer or not, like you're getting hit. And I don't know if you saw Pound Cake, but even some of the guys were like, I don't know how you're getting in the ring with her. Like,
Right.
she can hit. She's a powerful woman. She's got a
Hmm.
strong punch. My guts can tell you so. I took a couple good hits, and
I mean,
but
there was
yeah,
a no holds barred. I mean, it was knock down, drag out, everything you got, and all the money's going to charity, and you
right,
know
right.
no pulling out all the stops. Just like like when Rocky 3, when Rocky fought Thunder Lips, was the beating that Rocky took from Hulk Hogan. Just what he said. When they got the Polaroid together. Saying charity really hurts.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I mean that's a good
Right.
saying.
I
Yeah,
don't.
I mean, and it was worth the cause,
Right.
and yeah, it was worth every minute and every punch. But yeah, it's so the training was intense, and
Hmm.
it was worth it. And I'm really, I'm proud of everybody that night that got in the ring, because like I said, you don't know what it's like to get hit. People can be like, oh yeah, yeah, get me in the ring, see what I do. I'm like, yeah, go ahead, you can get in the ring. And like,
Right.
you don't know shit's real until you're standing in the ring. But
I could imagine. I mean, we
yeah,
have another comment coming in from Nick 7772. Shout out to Angela and shout out to the Storm. The song came out so fire. Shout out to Caesar. Shout out to Celebrity Boxing. Shout out to Global Entertainment. What's up, everybody, in the comments?
oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate the support from everybody. It's great. Yeah.
I don't know if the Storm got knocked off.
Yeah, I don't know if he got knocked off. I can text him a second and see if he's all right.
Yeah,
I thought maybe
'cause-
something happened. Yeah, I mean, this is we would like to continue. Larry and I, or the Storm and I, have talked, and we want to we definitely have some new stuff that we like to start working on. And I'll get him down here to Florida, and we can even do stuff, now today, you can do so much just even over the computer and stuff
Right.
like that. So, but we're not giving up, our fight to help others. And that's what I always say. It's like, this is our fight to help others. And, in doing this, we're helping ourselves also, because like we
right.
both said, we're both struggling too. So, it's an everyday battle.
Well,
So,
it certainly is, because it's just, it's not every once in a while. It is every day, just to keep your, the mental state right, no matter, what goes wrong. It's not the situation, it's how you handle it, and it is tough to just keep that mental state, because, you're, it's like a switch. You could be from happy to, something like a situation just going bad, and like, really, how do you handle it?
yeah,
It's just like you got to be really mindful of it. It's, just being mentally strong is where it really comes in at, and just, stepping back and saying, how do I handle this
yeah,
without, just your emotions getting all worked up. And, it's mental health awareness is just, because you don't know what somebody's really going through every
right.
day. It's just people. Some people fly off the handle, and like, I don't. I mean, I know you're a couple years younger than me, but like I said, 20, 30 years ago, we didn't, like, the world wasn't as fast paced as it is now. And, our children, I mean, my daughter's 21, a junior in college, and how your son's in high school, correct? How old's your son?
Right.
Oh, I didn't know if you.
You're cutting out a little.
Oh, how old is your son?
My son, now he is 19. So.
Okay, so same age. And I just feel for this, younger generation, because they got to deal with with the world, what's going on in the world every day, and just dealing with all this pressure. It's probably a lot more pressure on them than we had on us at that age.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and the world, it hasn't gotten any better. There's so much uncertainty with
Right.
everything going on. And, I don't like to, I know that a lot of people are into like all this like political stuff and all this battling on social media. And I just
Right.
like, we need to stop and like really just love one another and work together to support each other. I feel like the divide has just made it like so much worse.
Big
Um,
time.
and I feel like the world's like out of control.
Oh, it is.
And it's scary. It's scary for our kids, and like, I'm like, what are my grandkids going to go through? Like what,
Right.
like we need to just like get it together. So I really feel like I'm hoping at some point, we can stand united, because the mental health state of everybody is going to get worse the more that it continues to be like this. And yeah, I wish that there was some way to change it. And all we can do, is keep helping and praying for each other, and like by doing stuff like this and supporting each other. And that's really all you can do, and just pray for the best.
Right. The storm is back in the green room. Let me bring him on.
Oh, is he?
I'm
Hey,
back, guys.
there
I
he
had
is.
We
little
lost
technical
you.
difficulties. No, I'm back. I had little technical difficulties. I'm back.
Oh.
How's everybody doing?
Good.
Y'all know technology. It's supposed to make life easier, but sometimes,
Oh.
man, them gremlins jump inside and mess with us. But I heard everything y'all was saying, and y'all so right, and I'm back. I'm back.
Well,
How's everybody doing?
I did get your message in the private chat, by the way.
All right.
Oh.
Appreciate you, Mike. Yeah, we were having Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I just wanted to let everybody know. I sent Mike a little message, guys. I just got a call. I know it's short notice, but on Monday, Dr. King's day of service, Mike, I work with a organization called the Wake Up Rise Up organization. They're headed by Doug Payne. He used to be a member of the Orleans, and he played with the Stylistics, and he's a really great entertainer. He has an organization. We did a world concert in July. With 32 different nations, just for gun violence, and for mothers who've been affected by gun violence. We did a whole parade. So I do events with them periodically. So we're having a coat and blanket drive for the homeless on Monday, collecting coats and blankets. I'm performing live, and we just want everybody to come out. I just had to take a call with them to make sure that everything is set up for that. But I appreciate you letting me talk about it on your show. Anybody who wants to come out and help, it's cold. It's a lot of people homeless, and a lot of people that live in houses that don't have heat. So coats and blankets are definitely appreciated, and we just want everybody to come out. But thank you, Mike, for letting me talk about it on your show. I definitely appreciate it.
Anytime. Do you have a flyer? I could post it on my Facebook page and Instagram.
Oh, for sure. I'm gonna I'll follow you on Facebook. I'll send it to you on Facebook.
All right.
We have 2 addresses. Yeah, we have 2 addresses. We have resources for veterans. We have resources for people that are homeless. So please come out and please support.
Definitely. I'll definitely share it out after the show, and I'll put it out on my IG as well.
I'll put it out too.
Matter of fact, we have 2 comments coming in. We got Anthony Robish. I'm glad Angela beat Tan Mom. having been a long time Howard Stern listener, I never liked her as part of her whack pack, his whack pack. So great to hear that part of it.
Thanks, Anthony.
And then our next comment coming in is from Danny Paris 2484. You both have to give everything up to the Lord. You know what I did to myself, and I almost died. God save me. Please live one day at a time. Praying every day. Works great. Helping
something.
Helping yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. Yeah. Thanks, Danny.
Thank you, Danny.
Thank you for checking in. Actually, I'm going to turn away from the mental health awareness and the suicide prevention side a little before we. I know we got like another minute or so, but I want to ask you both, being artists. Now, well, I wanted to ask you both, is there a dream artist you would like to meet or perform with? If you could touch on, just the music point of both of your careers here. Or
Go ahead, Angela. You can go first.
Well, so the music artist that I would have loved to meet, but they're not here anymore, is Whitney Houston
Oh,
in
wow.
her prime. That's like who I grew up idolizing, and that's like where I learned to love to sing. My mom and I listened to her every weekend when we cleaned the house, blasting it. And, she was such a wonderful, beautiful woman, and her story is so sad to me. But that was my inspiration in life. Yeah.
how about you, DeStorm? Who would you say you would have liked to work with that's not here anymore, or currently a dream of yours?
Well, definitely my dream artist. I mean, even though I'm considered a hip hop artist and I do rap, and I mean I do like some R&B. My dream artist would be probably I would say Stevie Wonder. That was my mom's favorite artist, and he's such a musical genius. Just learning from him, I'm just being around him and learning how he executive produces and writes, like his inspiration. It would be invaluable. It would actually get me 20 steps ahead of where I want to be as a musician, and for my appreciation of music, and just to meet the man and tell him the impact that he had on my young life. That would be a dream, just to be in a room with him, just to be able to have a conversation with him.
Right.
Love him so much. Yeah.
Yes. He's definitely one of the GOATs.
Have mercy on, God have mercy on my mother. She had Stevie Wonder's first single called Fingertips.
Oh,
She had
wow.
She had the 45.
Wow.
I know it's around somewhere.
You're aging
Mike,
ourselves.
that's what I used to hear in my house all the time in the morning, man.
Right.
My mom loves some Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
So we share that, brother. We share that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, hey, him working on We Are the World with Quincy Jones and Michael Jackson, Lionel Richie, and just hey, phenomenal artists. You don't see many of them today. Few and far between.
That's right.
Nothing like that old school.
I know. We were raised on the good stuff.
Of course.
Yeah.
Hey, legends and pioneers that you'll never even see again.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We got one more comment coming in from my colleague Anthony Robus. Well, gents, watching homework time. What is a 45? the small record,
like this big.
and the 30
guys. We are not that old. We are not that old, guys.
And the 33 vinyl was the larger record.
Oh,
Mike,
the 45 was like,
yeah.
Mike, we can't be that old.
How old are you?
I just turned 50.
Happy 50th.
Thank you, brother.
I'll be 54.
Happy birthday.
I'll be 54 in March. So.
Oh man, you look young, bro. You look young.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm 24. It's like
yeah, I believe it. You can pull it off, Angie.
Nope, I'm 47 and I'm proud of my age. So
hey, it's only a number. I don't feel 54 soon to be. Some days, but my mentality's a lot different than being a 54-year-old.
That's right.
We have one more comment here from Danny Pierce, 2484. Great show. Should bring to the 7th to the 12th graders. God bless.
There you go.
Get these young people. Yeah.
Yep. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I want to thank you, Angela, for coming on to Storm. It was a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for
Same here.
coming. I mean, love to have you back. With your both of you with your music. If you need me to put something out there, I'd be happy to promote it.
Absolutely. It was a pleasure, Mike. I thank you for having me on, and thank you, Angela, for inviting me.
Yeah, make sure you send that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'll put it out there ASAP.
Definitely.
I want to thank everybody tonight
me
for
too.
coming on for Fuji's Philly Flair. I mean, it's, as I say, as I get off, you never know what somebody is going through.
That's right.
Always ask, because somebody may need you to converse right then and there. As I also say, reach out to a friend, a family member, somebody you haven't chatted with, because this life is too short. It's
right.
cliche, but the bottom line, it's the God's honest truth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Everybody needs somebody, and dial 988 if you're at that point and you just really need somebody. There's people out there to answer your call. They will talk to you and help you through the situation. It's don't feel bad or embarrassed or whatever, please.
That's right. Like I said, being strong is reaching out.
Exactly. I want to, as I had my guy Tom put it down here, Ange, I don't know if you can see it. It says suicide prevention line, call or text 988.
Mm-hmm.
So, if anybody, actually, it's coming across the ticker here, but I want to thank everybody again for tuning in, as I am trying to find my intro to close out this show, which I've been pretty good at doing this by my
Philly streets got a story to.
Oh, wait a minute. I just want to say goodnight. Thank you again for Ange, Storm. Nice meeting you. Thank you for coming on. I deeply appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Anytime.
We'll definitely come back and whenever you want to talk more about this, and hopefully we can help some people out there.
Ange, I know you'll go along with me saying this. Go Hurricanes. The U.
It's all about the U.
Yup. All right. Yep. Everybody have a good night. And thank you for checking in and tuning in tonight.
Yeah.
All right.
Philly streets got a story to tell. Golden sun breaks the Liberty Bell. From the Trattoria to the stoop outside. Feel good vibes in the city's pride.
Fuji's Philly Flair. Oh, it's everywhere. Good news flying like hands in the air. Hip hop grooves with a twist so rare. Fuji's Philly Flair. We're living the